For our math lesson today, we are starting 7.12, and we are going to be working with decimals and number stories and converting decimals to fractions to solve these number stories. So you have done this previously this year, so you've done it in Unit 5 and Unit 6, so this should be a little refresher, but this time we are working with money and we are digging a little deeper. So I'm going to give you a quick refresh here and do a little mini lesson. And then in the next video, I will complete problem 1 of your journal page. And you will be doing problem 2, 3, and 4. So there's only 4 problems for today. So for our quick little math message here, it is asking what fraction of a dollar is 1 dime? We know that 1 dime is worth 10. And it is asking what fraction this is, so we'll need our fraction bar here. What fraction of this is 10 or 1 dime of a dollar? And a dollar is out of 100 because there's 100 pennies or 100 ones in a dollar. So a dime is 10 over 100. And we can simplify this by taking out a 0 of each, where we have 1/10. So a dime is 1/10 of a dollar. Then it says, what fraction of a dollar is 1 penny? And I already kind of mentioned that there's 100 pennies in a dollar. And here it is asking how many is 1 penny. So it would just be 1. 1 penny out of 100 is 1 penny out of a dollar. Our next question here is, what fraction of a dollar is 7 dimes and 8 pennies? And then pay close attention because it says write your answer as a fraction and a decimal. So we're going to start with the fraction because I think that's a little bit easier from what we did above. So 7 dimes would be 70. And then we need to put that over 100 because there's 100 and a dollar. So there's our fraction for our 7 dimes. And then we have 8 pennies, so we need to add on those 8 pennies. And pennies are worth 1, so they just stay at 8. And then we add. So we have 78 over 100 for our fraction. 78 hundredths. Then we also need to write this as a decimal. And as a decimal, we would just write 0.78. 78. So this would be 78 hundredths in a fraction form here. Notice I have 2 spots here to go with my 100. So it's to the 100th spot, 78 hundredths. So we are going to move on here to our next page. And we're going to talk about the whole. So it is asking what the whole is for all of our problems in this lesson. And I've already told you we're working with money, so our whole is going to be $1. So everything will be off of $1, will be 1 whole. Which means that your denominator will always be 100. So I'm going to write that little note in here too. I'm going to write denominator is going to be 100. That will be a good reminder for you because that 100 equals $1. 100 ones or 100 pennies will equal $1. All right, I'm going to click over here and we're going to move on to some questions here that'll kind of give you a good idea. So this will be your mini lesson for what you're going to do in your journal page. So we are going to be using this poster, which I have attached to your Seesaw, so you should have access to it. And then I'm also going to put it in the slides. We're going to use this for our examples here and then also in our journal page. So I'm going to be clicking back and forth. So it says, what is the cost of a ballpoint pen? So I'm going to take a peek here and I notice here is ballpoint pen. And a ballpoint pen is 39 cents. But if I read, it says 5 or more sale. So if you buy 5 or more, you only pay 27 cents per pen. So we're going to go back. So remember, 39 cents or 5 or more is 29 or 27 cents. So what is the cost of a ballpoint pen? 39 cents. What fraction of a dollar is that? So remember from the previous page, we did, it would be, so this is the decimal, 0.39. So that is 39 hundredths. So you're going to put 39 hundredths because the whole is $1 or 100. So let's check our work. It says, what fraction of a dollar is that? 39 hundredths. And then here it shows you how they did their work. They made 39 cents into 39 hundredths here in fraction or decimal form, converted it to fraction form, and then this is how we would read it, 39 hundredths. Then it says, what is the cost of a pen if you buy 5 or more? And we already said that was 27 cents. So what fraction of a dollar is that? And that would be the same thing. We're going to get our pen here, 27 hundredths in decimal form would be 27 hundredths in fraction form. So let's check our work. Here's the fraction, 27 hundredths, and they did the same steps. They put it into a decimal, they put it into a fraction, and this is how you would say it, 27 hundredths. How much do you save per pen by buying pens in bulk? So that is asking for the difference. What is the difference between 39 cents and 27 cents? So I'm going to do a little math. I'm going to take my 39 hundredths minus my 27 hundredths. Oops. I'm going to go up and down here so it's easier for you to follow along. Minus my 27 hundredths. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So there is 12 hundredths or 12 cents difference when buying pens in bulk. That's how much you save. Yep, 12 cents per pen. Here's how they wrote it in decimal form, in fraction form, and how you would say it out loud. All right, in the next video, I'm going to do problem 1 of your journal page, and we will be using the posters. So please follow along and complete that problem in your own journal so you have a strong understanding of what to do when you are working on your own.